We're super excited for the stream today. You are really in for a treat. We're going to learn the basics of coding and even coding a little obstacle course with a self-driving car. Who knew your first day of coding you'd be able to do that? Tabitha Berger is a dedicated computer science teacher at the Floyd County School of Innovation in Martin, Kentucky. And in 2022, she was honored as an InfyMaker Award winner by Infosys Foundation USA. And the InfyMaker Awards are part of the foundation's focus on supporting maker education to create equitable pathways for students to engage in computer science. Welcome, Tabitha.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Great, excited to be here.
So if you want to follow along at home, you can actually do this activity with us. You are just going to go to vr.vex.com, so vr.vex.com. And I know this is something you use a lot with your students, Tabitha. If you wanted to give like a little intro to this program or just this activity in general.
So vr.vex.com is a web-based platform where you can work with virtual robots. It's really great, especially for those of you who are wanting to learn to code, because it will start you with some block-based coding, and then it will show you, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second too, how it relates to the text-based coding. So what it looks like in both languages.
Cool.
And they have a ton of free activities that you can go work through. They have started making some of them paid, but they have some that are free. Awesome.
Well, great. Yeah, there's so many here that are free. And I understand when we were chatting a little bit before the stream, you were talking about how during the pandemic, when you couldn't come into the classroom, this was kind of your main playground for your students. So there's a lot of options here.
Yes. Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was just going to say the activities that we're doing today kind of lean towards the segment that you showed, the driverless cars.
Oh my gosh! So we're gonna learn to code a driverless car right here live. Okay, so. Let's see, we're choosing a playground, so yeah, it's just at the top here where it says select playground. It's covered a little, but it's there. And then I think you were saying we want to start with the number grid?
Yes, scroll down to the number grid map.
Okay.
So our first goal, always in coding, is to think about the problem that we're wanting to solve, and then kind of just jot down some notes about what steps we should take. So in this particular one, we want to drive this robot from block 55.
Okay.
And we want to kind of do a square out pattern.
Okay.
Like a maze until we get to block 100 and stop.
Okay. That makes sense.
So our first objective would be, how do we get it from where it's at to its new starting position at block 55?
Okay. So is it starting like here at 1? Is that the little...
Yes.
What is that? I can't really tell.
That is your X vehicle.
Okay, my vehicle. Perfect.
So if you'll look on the left-hand side, that first one is your drivetrain.
Okay.
And that's the ones what's going to tell you the drive forwards.
Okay.
And you have two separate drive forward blocks. So one's just going to drive forward, and if you put it in there and hit start, it'll keep going until it hits the barrier.
Okay.
But the second one, you can be a little more specific.
Okay.
So you're going to tell it to drive forward, and then you can give it a certain distance.
I guess we'll just see what happens. Okay.
Exactly, and that's a good point. Like, a lot of times in coding, we can do trial and error.
For sure.
So we can just test it, see if it works.
Okay.
If it doesn't, we've had a learning opportunity.
Okay.
So now if you'll come down the bottom to the number grid and hit play, you'll see what that does.
Oh, this. I see. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so if you notice, 200 took it one block, right?
Yeah, one up.
So since we're trying to get to block 55, we need to go up.
So maybe 800? Right. Oh, no. Oh, it starts the whole thing over. Okay.
Right, so just hit the refresh button, and it'll start it back at 1.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm getting it. Slowly. Okay, now we're gonna change this to 1,000 because we were a little short. And then we're gonna turn right. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I like it. We're getting to 55. Okay.
Yes.
And then we need another, since we turned, it's another drive forward, I would say. And so since that was 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, so maybe 800 perhaps. All right, while I'm figuring this out, let's see, what did you major in school?
In college, I was a math major. I started as a history major.
Oh, what happened?
Teacher. I love to study history, but teaching it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
So I picked up math, and
I did it.
Math.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh no, that's great. I love it. Love it.
We got there. Okay, please continue.
So I started as a history teacher, then I added math. But while I was taking some math classes for my math major, they also had some coding classes. So
Ooh.
I got definitely a little bit in college, not a lot, but years later, I'm glad I did.
Yeah. No, me too. The only coding I've ever done is in college. Like, I didn't even hear anything about it in high school. That just seemed like so advanced. And then it was just kind of like basic web code. Like, we designed like a very simple web page. And I was like, oh, this isn't like so hard. So that was cool. I mean, obviously I didn't go very far with it, but it was like definitely more attainable than I thought, as is this. I know we had another like board we talked about doing that might look a little more interesting to people. Should we do that?
Oh,
or
yes.
am I ready?
So, oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, definitely. So in this one, you've learned the basic navigation, okay?
I love
So
it.
if you were doing your self-driving car, you've learned how to make the turns, get it from point A to point B.
Very cool.
So now,
okay. And you do this with your students,
We
and
move
you kind of
forward.
did this in your segment. So we're already
Yes.
learning. I'm one of your students officially now. So we
Yes.
all are. Okay. I'm
oh
sorry.
yes,
let's
I
go.
love it.
Yes. Oh, we got a question.
So in the second, oh, okay.
Sorry. I think we're gonna go to our. Should I just like? Sorry. The second question is, what was it like filming your segment on Mission Unstoppable? And before you answer, should I switch to the playground while you're answering?
Oh yes.
Do I need to save this?
so
I really
let me
might come
preload.
back.
Oh,
Or does
you
it
can.
save?
So up here in the
see.
top, you can hit File, or I think there's
Okay.
like a little world.
Let's see.
Nope, that just changes language. So hit File, and then you can save it to your device.
Okay. I am going to do this. I'm going to come back later. So I saved a little.
So in this one, you've learned
Text
basic
file.
navigation. But for a self-driving car, like we need it to be able to stop at red lights, go on green lights, right? So it's got to sense things in front of it. If there's another car that stops. So in the next activity, if you'll click on the playground,
Okay.
and we want to go down to what's called disc transport.
Okay.
So like we mentioned in the segment, for the car to work, it has these sensors all around it.
Yeah.
So your self-driving vehicle on here has two sensors. There's one in the front, and to kind of get a better view of it for just a second, see those three cameras?
Yes. These
So
things.
click on those cameras. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Now we're talking.
Kind of get a better. So you see the piece sticking up in the middle. There's a camera on that, and that is your front eye sensing.
Okay.
So then, if you'll click on the robot and kind of slide your mouse, I think it rotates
Oh, yes.
around.
I can like drag the view. That's cool.
Yeah. So on the
very cool.
front, on the bottom, there's also a down eye that senses.
Okay.
So in this one,
Oh, I see. Is that what you're saying?
in this activity, you can see you've got some obstacles in your way, right?
Okay.
But then you've got all these little discs, green and red and blue, and
Yep.
you're going to have to drive the robot over top of each of those discs have it sense that there's an object there and pick it
Okay.
up. And then you're going to have to move it back to, so if it's blue, the blue box, red, the red box, green, the green box.
Okay. Cool.
So still kind of the same concept.
On the side.
We're still going to drive forward. We're just going to add that sensing an object using those
Okay.
sensors.
Cool.
And I think I forgot to answer a question that I was supposed to be answering
Oh, yes.
in the process here.
I think the
What was
question
it?
was
The
just,
film.
what was it like doing your segment on Mission Unstoppable?
Well, it was awesome to be invited on the show. I'm not going to lie, it was a little nerve-wracking. I'm
yeah.
usually a person that'd rather be behind the camera with
Oh,
my
yeah.
students in front of it. So this
The
Zoom
camera's-
is a little more comfortable because
Good.
we've done a lot of Zoom
Yeah.
with virtual learning. So
Well, we'd love to have you again. I will definitely need you to check my work
thank you.
when I continue this. And we'll learn even, maybe
Thank
like this is our 101 class, and then we'll have our 102 class.
awesome.
Cool. Okay, so
Okay, so before you start this one, you're going to want to move your blocks and stuff so that your start is empty.
okay, so let's see. We're gonna keep sticking. So is there like, should I
You might want to go
clear
to
it?
File and click.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go to File and click New Blocks Project.
New blocks project. I did save it. Oh well. Okay. Well, just go back to disk transport. There we go. Okay. So let's see.
So your first objective is you want to get to the discs.
Okay. So we're definitely gonna want to drive forward. Let's see. I could just test this out. I don't know if it's gonna be the same amount, but if it is, well, I guess I'll just test how far that gets us. So we're gonna drive the 200 millimeters. Okay, wait, I would need it to look again. Okay, so we went like one block, basically. So cool. So we need to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I should decide what color I'm getting. Probably red. That seems like a good place to start since it's easier to get to. So let's see. So
Okay.
I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Well, like, let's see. Does it go to the, like, if I'm here or here, I guess I have to like pass over it. Is that what it is? Because it doesn't land exactly inside the square.
Yeah, the robot will have to be over top of it to pick it up. Yeah,
Okay.
but you're going to need to be probably like one big block. There's 2 in it, so you're going to need to maybe go like 50, 650, something like that.
Okay, let's see. Let's try 650. Let's see where we get. Okay. Nice. Okay, maybe a little more. Or can I go over the other colors, or that will pick it up if I go over them? I didn't know if pickup is a different function.
Okay, no,
Okay.
it is.
Oh, it is. Okay. Let's see. So I'll
Yes.
still go up a little more. I'll go to like 750. Okay, here we go. Okay. Is that up enough? Or should I go a little more? It's
If you're going to pick up the red one, you're going to want to go forward a little more.
okay, let's just make it an even 800. Okay, and make sure you're refreshing or it'll do from where you're at, which I made the mistake of earlier. Okay, wait, I feel like that didn't go that much more or any more. So
Yeah, maybe just a
850.
tad bit.
Okay, there we are. That's maybe good. Okay, and then we want to turn. We're going to turn left. So, oh, I can change this one to left. Or, I like doing this. Or is there a difference between, I want to try this one because I haven't yet. Because before I was doing turn right at 90 degrees, but if I just turn left, what does that do? Let's see.
Okay.
Ah, turning left indefinitely. I see. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Oh, scary. Okay. All right. So let's try that. Turning. Okay, now actually I want to do it from this camera and see how it happens. Ooh, yeah. We're in it. Okay. Now I need to go back because I'm not that good yet. Okay, so then we need to go forward. Like 1, 2, maybe 250?
Go back to the other angle just a second.
Oh, okay. This one?
Yes. I was kind of seeing if you were lined up there. You may need to go forward just a
Oh, okay. It
bit
has to be pretty
more.
exact then. Okay, let me redo it.
Yeah, because that line that's sticking up in the middle of the robot, that's what's going to be over top of the red disc.
Okay, so let's see. We're gonna need to just refresh and then go. Okay. So let's go up like 950 and see where that is. Okay, that was a little too far, so we're gonna go just to 900 then. I think that will be perfect. Okay. Looks pretty good to me. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So then we'll go forward a little more, I'm guessing. Maybe 400?
Yeah, you want that little sensor, that little square you see in the middle, you want that to be right over top of the red disc.
Okay. This tiny little thing. Okay. Okay, this time I'm going to do this angle because it's cool. Okay. Ooh, let's see. Okay, I think that's where we want to be. Perhaps.
And here's how you can tell, okay?
Okay.
So to pick it up, there is a purple block. No, hold on. There is a blue box or a blue circle that says magnet.
Ah, magnet.
So if you'll
Here
click
it
on
is.
the magnet,
It's a second selection.
and that's what's on the bottom of your robot,
Okay.
and you're going
Very
to tell
cool.
it says energize boost. That's what will pick it up.
Okay. So energize magnet to boost. Right.
Yep.
Okay. That sounds super sciencey, so I'm liking this. Okay. So what is that? To boost, like literally like boost? Like pick up? Okay. Or is boosting
It's not-
something
yeah.
else? Okay.
So if it senses it, it's going to pick it up.
Okay. Let's see how that happens. And we're gonna do, oh no, we got to refresh. Okay, let's try it, everyone. Okay, I don't think anything
Okay.
happened.
Wait. Okay, wait, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. The
Okay.
only thing is now is you want to move that robot back to see if when it moves back, it's got the disc with it.
Okay, cool. So let's see. So then we'll want to reverse, I believe. Let's stop and reset. Oh, I should have kept it there. I thought I saw a reverse at one point. Drive forward. Oh, drive reverse. That's why. Okay. All right. We could also, in theory, like turn around maybe, or is reversing the best idea?
You can do either way.
Okay.
That's the great thing about coding too, is there's so many different ways you could do it.
I love that. So a lot of different ways to solve a problem. Cool. Okay,
Yes.
so then we're gonna reverse. Oh, and we cannot forget the what do you call this? We have the specifying how far we want to reverse.
Yes.
I can speak. Okay. And then it should be probably the same amount we drove forward. Maybe. Let's see. So I did 400. So we got it. We got the block. Oh, and we fell off into the void. Okay. Elena just laughed Okay, let's see. So what the heck happened?
That's okay.
Okay. Oh, I did forward instead of reverse, everyone. Why didn't anyone tell me? Okay, we'll try it again.
And look at that. See, you're already debugging your own code. You're doing great.
Thank you. Debugging. Okay, it did not have the magnet, or the magnet didn't get the disc. Confirmed. It didn't pick it up.
In that case, it just needs to go a little farther forward in the beginning so that it can detect it.
It looked pretty much there. What's like what do you suggest as like a very small
What's your
increment?
number right now?
400 millimeters?
What did you try, like 410?
410.
See what that
Okay.
is.
Yeah, it
Might not
looked
get us
very,
there.
very close. Okay. Ooh, we got it. Yeah. Okay, let's see that again. Let's see that again from sport mode. Okay, here we go. It's gonna be really cool, you guys. Oh yeah. Okay, it'll be even cooler when I get it all the way to the end.
Your next goal is to get it back to the red box
Right.
and then drop it.
Right, okay, so let's see. And it's flashing where we're at. So we reverse. So now we need to turn left 90 degrees. So we can drag this. Ooh. We can drag this one that says turn left for 90 degrees and add it to our chain, our block. And then I think we just need to drive forward and then, I don't know, maybe release, I would guess. I don't know.
So you had that energized, you boosted it to pick it up, and there should be one that says just to drop it.
Okay, cool. So let's see. So let's make sure we're doing it right so far. Okay. So we're there, and we turn. You get it? It's going back. Wow. Okay. I didn't quite make it. So it's shocking. Let's do. Oh, because I keep looking at the wrong one. I gotta drive back 900. So here we go. Okay. So here we go. We're turning left. We're getting the disc. It's coming back. And I dropped it. And it's back. And I think I did it.
You did it.
I put the disc in the box. Yay. Okay.
Yes. Go.
Amazing. That feels so like great. I just literally learned this today and I coded this little thing to do that. So exciting. Yes. Okay.
Now
cool.
the next thing that I would talk to my students about
Yes.
is just how can you take all those blue lines of code and like you did in the previous one, how can you condense that down a little bit?
Condense it to abstraction. Is that right? I don't know why I cannot
Yes.
remember. Okay, great.
That's right.
All right, so
Yes,
how did we do it before? If I can remember. I think. So we use a pink block, I'm going to say. And let's see. What should we name it? Like the first red or like how are we breaking it up?
Right. That's what I was going to say. Think about how you would want to break this one.
I guess, I don't know, like first, I gotta click on it. Okay. First red disc. I don't know. Is that
Okay. That's fine.
descriptive enough? Okay. What would you call it?
And the cool thing is, if you look, you've also got a gray block there, and under that pink circle, and that gray block is called a comment.
Okay.
So as you're doing this, if you need to put notes in there to yourself, those gray blocks can get put in there just to kind of leave yourself a note, but they don't run.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't
Okay.
affect the code in any way.
Okay, then I'm gonna call this like first red disc and rename my other thing on the left. Okay, now someone in the chat tell me what I should name this pink first red disc. Let's see. I'll wait a sec. Want to engage you guys. Someone tell me a name. Someone tell me a name. First name I see.
I hope they're trying it at home.
I know. I hope
Yes.
Let me know if you guys are doing this along with me. It's very fun. It's like a game. Is there like, can you like race people, or are there little like games you can do on this website?
So, virtually, we can check, like, I see who can do it in the shortest amount of code, like lines of code.
Ooh,
So then they get really competitive with this part to see how they can condense it down. But when we're in class, we actually have the physical robots. So at the start of the year, we played tug of war with the robots.
Oh, that must
code
be
them to play
so satisfying to have the physical little robot. Yes, that you guys, if you're here at the beginning of the stream, you saw. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. It's good to have the virtual one. There's actually some things that make it easier, though, with the virtual one. The first time they drive the real robot, they have to work on like setting up those motors for the wheels.
Oh, wow.
To get it to drive, and programming all that in too. So it's a little bit more. Not hard and not a lot, but just a little more.
Yeah, that's fun. Okay, let's see. I would love to do that. No one gave me a name, which is rude, but I'm just gonna call it Miranda, as we do here. Just for a little haha. That's probably not a very like functional name as if you were doing this for like a purpose, but for today, that's the name. Okay, let's run it one more time just to see. It's very satisfying. In sport mode. It's going. So cool. Coding is awesome.
Okay, let's go.
Yep.
Okay. And oh yeah, and then we can like move it. I forgot, with your mouse or with your
Yes,
cursor.
so you can get different angles.
Yeah, and there he is up close. Very cool.
And that's a good view right there to see that sensor down at the bottom.
Oh yeah, is it this thing like underneath the orange, or is it this like front little thing?
Well, there's two. There's one at the top. That way, if you're driving and you see something in front, and then the one you're using is the one on the bottom.
Like a real car, you'd need several sensors, probably.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, so cool. So thank you for leading that activity. It was really fun. And I haven't done math in, I don't even want to say how many years, but it was like not too hard, and you made it really accessible for me. So thank you, Tabitha.
Thank you.
If you're watching this, you must have really liked the video. Make sure you follow and subscribe, and check out these other videos that are even better. No, really. I've seen this one over 100 times.